Greetings, friends. Britta here. I'm the Qigong instructor at my Mind and Body Collective. Got crazy hair today. And one of the most common things that I get asked when I tell people that I teach Qigong is, what is it? So this is a little brief. What is Qigong? Qigong comes from a very, very old tradition in what is now China, but it predates China. It actually stems out of shamanism, where the shamans would go and imitate the movement of animals and the elements. And then as China developed into the amazing country that it is, they developed a whole system surrounding those movements and what they do for the body, and they correlated it to meridians and acupuncture and diet and massage and all of these wonderful things. It's one of the 5 main components of traditional Chinese medicine. But essentially what Qigong is the word Qi means your life force energy, and Gong or Kong, which is in Kung Fu, means to cultivate. So we are cultivating our life force energy. You think about all of the different opposing forces inside your body, like that wonderful little yin-yang symbol. That's what we're trying to achieve with Qigong. Okay, so what actually is it? A typical class of mine, you would come in and we do a little body scan check-in. We do a little light warm-up, and then we would go into the flowing movements. So with Qigong, it is a lot of movements. It's really similar to Tai Chi. Tai Chi actually is a form of Qigong. And the purpose of these movements is to rebalance our energies and get everything flowing the way that it should. So there's a lot of repetitive movements, like we might do something like this, out and around, up, out and around, something like 10 to 15 times, okay? But that is just to retrain the energy patterns in the body to flow in the way that they should. If you think about holding a posture all day, like sitting, like so many of us sit in an office, or maybe we drive a car, or maybe we're just at home texting all day, and so we're sitting hunched over, right? What that posture does to your body is it kind of like forces it into a position that's not natural for our bodies. So the purpose of a lot of the Qigong movements is to retrain our bodies to hold the anatomy that it in the way that it should hold. So this does wonders for our circulation, for our posture, for our digestion, for our respiratory and our circulatory system. It's so good for our immune system. It's so good for correcting things like insomnia and migraines. The reason I love Qigong is that I was having a lot of those kinds of issues, and I started doing it. And after about a year or 2 of just a consistent practice, all of those issues have magically gone away. It is like magic if you put the time and effort in. So some of the movements are a little bit similar to something like yoga. However, it's a little bit different in the sense that we do a lot of the things over and over, right? So with yoga, you might think that the point of yoga is to like elongate and stretch. With Qigong, it's kind of like to hydrate and rebalance. So that's kind of what would go on in my class. We would start off with a warm-up, a little purging exercises to get any kind of junk that might be stuck in our lymph nodes or in our organs out. And then we would do the flow movements, which retrain the energy in the body. And then I love to end with some standing meditations, which are pretty standard for Qigong. And then we go to the floor and do some light stretchings to sort of counterbalance some of the postures that we might hold for a while. So this went way longer than I wanted it to go, but I could talk about Qigong all day, every day, 7 days a week, and how cool it is. If you guys have any questions about it, please feel free to ask me. And I really look forward to seeing you in my class if you get a chance to come check it out. I teach every Monday night at the Collective at 5:45 p.m. So it goes from 5:45 to 6:45. And then once your body's gotten nice and stretched and you're super like ready for meditation, guess what? There's a meditation class right after. So come check us out on Monday, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.